The Missing Ingredient, Dreamspun Desires, Book 63. Written by Brian Lancaster. Narrated by Seb Yarrick for Falcon Sound Company. Chapter 1. Feigning sleep, Marcus Vine cracked an eye open when the warm male body next to him rolled away to perch on the side of the bed. Last night's hookup sat there for a moment, his broad back on full display, lowering his head and pushing hands through dark, oily locks. An ornately patterned tattoo of curls and thorns and flora decorated well-defined muscles of tanned silken skin. When he stood upright and moved toward the bathroom, his pert, muscled backside and thick, hairy thighs moved with the easy grace of a feline predator. After hesitating by the bathroom door a moment, he spun around and headed back toward the bed. The view, full frontal now, Marcus ogled the man's sheer physical beauty. Perfect pectorals covered with a dusting of dark moss that trailed down in a line toward the generous cock nestled in a triangular bush of pubic hair. A little too trim, actually. Did he manscape down there? And what if he did? Marcus chastised himself. A man should make the most of what he's got. The hunk in question, what was his name again? Plucked his cell phone from the bedside cabinet and scooped up his clothes from the floor before heading back toward the bathroom. As soon as the door closed, Marcus sat up and checked the time. 8:10. A whole morning before his lunchtime meeting. Part of him wanted to call someone close, a friend back in England, to share his exploits with and get a second opinion. But there was no one. Not anymore. That used to be the job of Lorraine Bradford. Raine, his best friend since high school. Just thinking about her elicited a pang of sadness. Almost a year to the day, they had lost her in a car accident, and then, at the request of Tom, her widowed husband, he'd agreed to give the family time to heal. Even if he'd never said the words aloud, he'd always believed that he and Raine would be a part of each other's lives into old age. But that was then, and if working in the restaurant trade had taught him anything, it was the importance of picking yourself up after any setback and moving forward. Nobody else would do it for you. Perhaps he should make fresh coffee. Then again, maybe the guy would want to escape as soon as he'd finished in the bathroom. Or perhaps his inclination to overuse the word like would be just as prevalent in the morning. Why couldn't Marcus meet a normal guy who had beauty, stamina, and a modicum of intelligence? Someone like Tom Bradford, who had all of those and more. At least this guy hadn't indicated wanting anything serious. Marcus folded his arms and...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?